What's up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, coming at you guys with what I can very vaguely call a hero deck. Someone has asked me, well a few people have been asking me recently, can I do a hero deck before the new content for heroes comes out and the new starter deck that was recently released in Japan? And the simple answer is yes, I can build something with a hero engine in it, but it's really not a pure hero deck by any stretch of the imagination. It plays 4 hero monsters in the main deck, and the rest of it is all support for a control-based deck. This is basically just New Age hero beat, I guess. This is like hero hat. I'll openly say it's basically hat with the hero engine. So it's ha, I guess. But this is basically what I was able to come up with that actually worked and functioned against some of the decks in the meta. I mean, of course, I could come up with some of the more fusion gate-oriented decks or other things like that. But let's be honest here, you guys come to my channel for things that work, not things that are... Well, I mean, you like things that are cool, but you like things that are meant to work. So this is the best I could get the deck. If you enjoy making your hero fusions, cool, you can make them in this deck. But if you really enjoy things like Woodsman and Ocean, you've come to the wrong place. So... we're going to get into the list. This is what I'm playing, and it's still pretty fun. I mean, it's nice to sack with Miracle Fusion. That's a fun thing that happens. So let's get into the list. So we're going to start off with 3 copies of E-Hero Neos Alius. This is your guy. This is your go-to guy. He's 1900 beta, basically a normal monster, so Fiendish Chain isn't going to touch him, even though Fiendish Chain has dropped in relevance. You're never going to use this effect to make him Neos, in my opinion, but 3 Neos Alius. And then the only other hero I'm playing is one Voltic. Voltic is different from Alius because he's a Thunder, so he is a Dichotomy target. And he's also really cool because of the fact that when you play cards like Lance and when you play cards like the Hands, you're going to very easily clear out your opponent's monster board. So if this card can come out and accompany a hand, he's easily getting you back an Alius, which you can push advantage with and then proceed to Xyz main phase 2 using him. So this is the hero engine I use. We then do play one Thunder King, because we are this is basically Hero Beat, so Thunder King is always a shoo-in in Hero Beat, and I just really like Thunder King at the moment. Especially in the hat matchup, like it forces your opponent to have to Moralltach this, or commit hands to kill this. It means their Xyzs aren't going to be quite as simple, and it means their Mimelios are dead while this is out. So, Thunder King, and then I do play the Hands, because the Hands are so good. I'm sorry, but people are going to be like, oh, fucking Hands, like when I played Tour Guides. Oh, Tour Guide doesn't go in everything. The Hands really do go in most things. If you're playing a control deck, the Hands can probably go in it. If you play Lance, the Hands can probably go in it. So the Hands are here. I'm then only playing 2 Moralltach. I'm only playing the Sanctums. I'm not playing Ignitions and things like that. I'm playing 3 Sanctums and 2 Moralltach. And a few of my friends have kind of been educating me on the fact that you don't need to play 3 Moralltach, because the third one will clog. And you can always Dichotomy or Emerald one of these back into the deck, so it's never that bad to have less of these and you have Sanctums. The game shouldn't go on for that long that you draw all 3 Sanctums, and Sanctum isn't even that dead when it's set on your back row, because if your opponent Exitons you or otherwise destroys them, they're going to trigger and destroy their cards, so they're not that much of a -1. Then we play lots of spells. We play 1 Book of Moon. I wanted to shoe in Dark Hole, but Dark Hole was a bit inferior in this list, so I played 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon is so versatile, you have to play this in my opinion. 1 Mind Control, because you're playing a lot of level 4s. It makes your Aliases and your Voltic good in situations where you're losing to like Gigi Armor and things like that. 1 Dichotomy, because Dichotomy recycles so much of your stuff, and these are all of our 1-offs, I believe. Yeah, that's every 1-off I play. I then play a few 3-offs. Play 3 Pot of Duality, because we're playing a very slow deck, which doesn't special summon that often, so the 3 Duality are, in my opinion, a staple. The 3 E Emergency Call. I prefer the 3 E Call over the 2 Rotor 1 E Call. I don't know why, I guess it's just because I really like these. I suppose if I were to side cards like DD Warrior Lady for whatever reason, because I'm obviously afraid of Evil Swarms, I would put 1 E-Call 2 Rotor, but I feel I only want 3 searches for my 4 targets, and E-Call is also better in this list because it gets me Voltic when Voltic isn't a warrior that Rotor can get. So E-Call has more variance rather than just being a way to get into a free Alias. Then we have 3 Miracle Fusion, because Miracle Fusion's pretty damn good. Yes, you will sometimes draw this dead before you find your heroes, but the amount of deck thinning you have in this is pretty good. You have the 3 E-Call and the 3 Duality to get to them, and you're going to have other ways to get to these guys as well, in my opinion. Like, you should be turboing through the deck fairly fast. And otherwise you should have enough control over the game with your hands and your artifacts that if you do draw a Miracle Fusion early, you can sit on it until you've committed an Alius or a Voltic to the board. So the Miracle Fusions are in there. I still like 3. I then play double Gemini Spark. 3 is way too many. You're not going to have your Aliases all the time. So Spark is still a really strong card. I really like it, but 2 is the most I would play. I'm even considering cutting it to 1, changing one of these out for a Dark Hole. And then the only other 2 I play are 2 Forbidden Lance, because protecting the hands is so important, and also protecting your big monsters that you will Miracle Fusion for is also pretty damn important. But that is all the spells. As I said, there's a fair few of them. Then for the traps, I play 3 Sanctum. As I said, triple Sanctum is just so good. So gotta love those. 2 Deep Prison, because Deep Prison is very important at the moment, especially because of the hands. I consider going to 3, but as I said in my Worm deck, which is actually probably going to be up after this because of recording issues, as I said in that video, I don't have a 3rd super, so I'm only playing 2 supers at the moment. I play 1 Wiretap for protecting your stuff against the traps, 1 Compulse, 1 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare because it's been really important in this format. I'm considering changing it for a Black One of Heaven though. 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential, and 1 Warning to round off the complete main deck. Then for the extra, play 2 E-Hero the Shining. I felt this was going to be the guy you go into the most, so 2 was an important number for me. You shouldn't need more than that. 1 Elemental Hero H.A.T. Everything in here that you see that I can't directly make with the main deck, they're in here for A, the extra deck, and B, I do side 2 super polymerizations, so please listen to that one. So H.A.T, Nova Master for, of course, Fire Hand, Absolute Zero for Ice Hand. I'm considering playing a second one of these because you make 101 a lot, and of course 101 is a water for this. 1 Great Tornado. I don't believe I play any winds, but you can make this with Emerald if Emerald's in your graveyard, or of course you can Miracle Fusion. Sorry, you can Super Polymerization. Similarly, Gaia's in here because I don't actually think I play any Earth Xyz monsters. No, I actually don't play any Earth Xyz monsters, but it's just it's an option that you can go into off Super Polymerization. So Gaia's there. Then that's all for the fusions, and then the Xyzes I play 1 Exiton. This is meant to be Exiton, but my Exiton is still in the mail. Still getting language swapped. I'm not sure, although my friend told me he might not have the Italian one now, so it may just have been a waste of time for the Exiton. Double 101, I feel like 101 is very important in the control match, so double 101 is there. Black Ship for removing the hands. Emerald for recycling all your stuff because you're going to need to, and it can revive Alius from the graveyard, which is a thing a lot of people forget about. 1 Dweller for the hands, and other cool things like shutting down certain Sylvan plays. Constellar Omega because you can make it, and it's a bit of a beast. And Constellar Pleiades because bouncing stuff is really, really good. Really good. So that brings us to the end of this deck profile. I'm sorry I had to do it kind of quick, but I've got places to be today, sadly. But let me know what you've thought in the comment section down below. I've had a lot of fun testing this deck. I know it's not exactly the hero list some of you guys would have been expecting, but it was the best I could do on short notice. The next thing I can finally do for you guys is Noble Knights, which should be the profile up after this one or after Worms, depending on which way these go up. I will be happy to bring you guys Noble Knights because I finally managed to get it all in. Now that prices have dropped because of this new structure deck thing that's coming out for Nobles, making everyone reduce their prices on them. So yeah, I can finally bring that out because you guys have been asking even though I said I didn't have it. But yeah, that brings me to about the end of this. Please drop me a like if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of the same, and drop me a comment down below if you have any input whatsoever on what you want to see next, or what you thought of this deck. Otherwise, that's about everything I wanted to talk about. This has been JamesTheKid00, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.